Some of the reasons why I was just left with All India rank 27 in my CA intermediate attempt. Well, I know clearing a CA exam is one of the big deals for CA students, but trust me, when I saw my result, I was kind of broken. Because I knew my capabilities and I knew that I could have been in top 10. When I saw two of my friends in top 10 ranks, I felt like I could have also been in there, but due to my silly mistakes, I was not. And this is completely true. And as I also said in one of my interviews that कि जब आप तैयारी शेर से लड़ने की करके जाते हो और शिकस्त चूहे से खा के आ जाते हो तो दर्द नहीं होता, दर्द का एक तूफान छा जाता है. बट देर आर सम थिंग्स विच यू कैन नॉट चेंज. वॉट यू कैन डू इज embrace and accept the change and move forward in your life. So here I am with some of the reasons which left me behind in the race, which if understood by you can give you an edge in comparison to those running in the race. Don't mind I'm using the word race in here. You remember the dialogue from Three Idiots? Life is a race my dear friends. अगर तेज नहीं भागोगे तो कोई तुम्हें कुचल के आगे निकल जाएगा. I'm not saying that your life is also a participant in race, but if you look this very carefully, you are a part of race whether you accept it or not. You'll have to run in the race whether you are ready or not, and you'll have to win the race either early or late. So don't worry and listen to my mistakes, and if there is any scope of improvement in your life, do not hesitate in implementing. Let us deep dive into it. चलो एक मोटिवेशनल लाइन सुन लो उससे पहले, मैंने भी कहीं सुनी थी. इस पागलों की दुनिया में कुछ बनना है तो अपने काम का दीवाना बन. इस पागलों की दुनिया में कुछ बनना है तो अपने काम का दीवाना बन. तू छोड़ फिक्रे महफिलों की, तू छोड़ फिक्रे इन महफिलों की, तू खुद का जमाना बन. One of my biggest mistakes was that I used to watch a lot of movies and web series. You won't believe I had seen 10 times the movies in Foundation and Inter in comparison to those 16 years of my journey before starting CA. This was a bloody damn big mistake. Can you just imagine wasting 2 to 3 hours a day for complete 365 days amounts to wastage of around 1095 hours of studies. Had I invested this much time into my studies, nobody in this world could have stopped me from scoring the best, but practically that was not the case. Well, I do not regret because I still have one more chance to prove myself in my CA final exams. So every time you watch a movie or web series, remember that it should not be on the cost of your studies. Smart people are the one who learn from the mistakes and experiences of others. Number 2 thing which you must not do is never ever disrespect your instinct. You know, there were some things which I felt were important, but I left them thinking that they are not quite worthy. But it proved me wrong. I left them thinking that it might not come in the exam, but to my sarcasm, they were the first thing which I saw in my question paper in main exam. So if you feel as if this is important, then learn it, no matter how stupid it looks, because sometimes your instinct might give you some bonus marks in exam. So during your exam preparations, you feel as if let us skip this question, and then you suddenly realize that this might come in exam. So without wasting time, just learn it. Trust me, this is not a waste of time. Number 3 thing is I used to study just to pass the exam. I did not focus on understanding the concepts, reasoning behind them, and purpose of various things. I crammed as if I had to just clear the exam, especially taxation paper. I still personally believe that in taxation paper, do not just cram the provisions, but also understand the purpose and reason of various provisions. Otherwise, your mind will go into a blank state in case something out of box is presented to you in your main exam. Therefore, it is imperative that you take proper coachings from good teachers who focuses on clearing the concept and not just spoon feeding you with the various provisions. Number 4 thing which I messed up was that I did not plan my things properly during the last month of my main exam and during 1.5 day before my main exam. I felt a kind of burden during this period. I did not plan what to study and at what time, and I just mixed things up and went into a bhul-bhulaiya state. So you must plan things in such a way that you know what you have to do, how many times you have to revise a particular subject or particular chapter. This is particularly the most important phase of your CA intermediate, where you have to recollect what things you have learned and studied during past those months. So follow my advice and plan things accordingly. And last but not the least, what I used to do after my final exams was that I used to analyze my paper. Suppose I gave my accounts paper today. After leaving the examination hall, I used to analyze what all were the questions which I did correct and what all were the questions which I got stuck in. Trust me, I used to waste at least 1 hour in these silly things. Can you just imagine you have 1.5 days before your exam for the preparation of your next paper, and imagining yourself wasting 1 hour in something which cannot be reversed? Never ever do this. Give your exam, and when leaving the examination hall, throw your paper into the dustbin and focus on your next paper. Do not demotivate yourself by recalling things in your exam which is now not in your hand. So these were the 5 things which I feel as if you should know. If you like the video, do hit the like button and do support by subscribing the channel.